Hello everyone, welcome to a special edition of Story Time. This probably isn't a very funny story, but it's still a story. And it's about the 4th of July. Some years ago, I had these neighbors from hell. They moved here from a big city to this small town from a different state, thinking they're going to change the world. And these people were insufferable. They'd bitch about if I was grilling. They'd bitch about if I had the smoker going. They'd bitch about the dog if the dog was playing with its toy and barking. They would bitch about my truck being too loud. They were just bitches. Let's just leave it at that. 1/3 of July, they invited a bunch of people from their church to their house to have a cookout. Which I don't care. It's your yard. Have fun. And they started their cookout around 9 o'clock in the morning. Come 3 o'clock in the morning, they're still out there doing their thing, shooting off fireworks, blah blah blah. You know, I'm kind of fed up. You know, it's getting late, 11 o'clock at night. You're still making fucking noise. Excuse my language. Just this one kind of burned me. I just got to thinking to myself, they like calling the cops on everything. So the next day, it's the 4th of July, and I decided I'm going to cook a brisket. I got the day off. I'm going to slow cook a brisket all freaking day. The wind was coming out of the northeast, so the smoke's going right toward their kitchen window. And it's hot out, and they don't got air, so they got to have their windows open. As soon as I lit that grill, I could hear her in the house, just a bitchin'. That's fine. So I went in the house and I grabbed this little practice guitar amplifier. I took a patch cord, hooked my phone into it, and I pulled up a song called "Niebour" by Ugly Kid Joe. Look the song up, you might like it. Anyhow, I set that at my back door. I started cranking out that song. Oh, my dogs are barking at something. Anyways, I started cranking out that song at 9 o'clock in the morning. But I figured that ain't enough to accomplish what I'm setting out to do. My front lawn needs mowed. So I took the muffler off my lawnmower and I mowed out front. Then I mowed out back. Now granted, these houses are only 30 feet apart. You can walk through there and talk and get a little bit of an echo. Imagine a lawnmower with no muffler. And I mowed that part real slow. I got done. I'm parched. I'm sweating my ass off. I just need to sit down and rest. So I reached down in my cooler. And granted, the song's playing on a loop over and over and over and over. So I sit down at my back porch, reach down in my cooler, and I get out some homemade apple pie. If you know what it is, you know what it is. If you don't, you don't. Put some apple pie on the rocks, and I'm sitting there taking a sip. And I reach down and I pull up a big old doobie. Light that bugger up and I smoke it. My smoke from my smoker is still blowing at their house. Just got done making noise, other than the radio, what I call the radio. Anyway, get done with that joint and I put it out. I can see my dog I had at the time looking at the side of the house. So I had him tied out back. Big old pit bull mix. Tuxedo color. Friendliest dog you ever seen in your life. I could see him looking in between the houses. Put the joint out, set it in the ashtray, and the cop comes walking around the corner. And, hey Doug, what's up? I turn the radio down and ask him what's going on. Well, you know, same shit, different day. I said, yeah, I know. What are we gonna do about it? He goes, I ain't gonna do nothing. I said, well, aren't you getting tired of them abusing the 911 system, calling the cops on me for every little, I could fart and they'd call the cops on me. He goes, you know, you got a pretty good point. So he went next door. A couple minutes later, here's the sheriff showing up. We already got the city cop. Sheriff shows up. And they haul her ass off to jail for abusing the 911 system. And they let her out on bail that same day. They just had to take her in and run her through the system. And they told her, don't call us about Doug no more. Leave the man alone. He ain't doing nothing wrong. Just leave him alone. He'll leave you alone. They must have took cops' advice, because 2 days later they moved. I mean, they up and fucking moved. They moved back to wherever they frickin' came from. They decided they didn't want small town no more. They wanted to go back to city. So people might take your shit like that in the city, but they aren't going to take it here. The cops totally understood it. My other neighbors thanked me for it, because they couldn't stand these people were just horrible. They bitched about me. They bitched about the people on the other side of them. They bitched about the people across the street. They were just bitches. So we done run the bitches off. So if you got an unruly neighbor, stay within the law. Just stay within the law. Don't break the law. Don't get violent. You don't have to get violent. You don't have to get in a shouting match. Use the law against them. But be polite about it. Offer him a drink. Whatever. I offered this guy a drink. He told me to grow up. I told him to fuck off. You know, he's 20 years younger than me. Fuck him. Just be cool, man. We're all Americans. We're all on the same team. You ain't got to be an asshole to your neighbor. If you don't like your neighbor, don't talk to him. It's that simple. Works for me. I haven't got any neighbors I don't like. It's a pretty peaceful neighborhood here. We kind of like it the way it is. We don't want city people coming here changing it. We are what we are, and we just are. So now you all have a great 4th of July. Celebrate our country's 250th anniversary. Remember all the people that fought to preserve it. Fly your flag high. Have a great day.